Wolinski. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a property manager at the National Business Park. My most valuable lesson that I learned at the academy is that, sorry about that. My most valuable lesson that I learned is not to show up to the first class late, especially when the CEO and the president of the company are the first presenter. That was me. So I thought I'd make it up to Rand and Roger and tell them that I took their advice. For those of you that weren't in the class, the first day we went around the room and Roger asked us, if we could fly anywhere in the world, where would you want to fly? And I believe the answer that I gave was, after the morning I just had, I'd go to an island. I don't care where it is or how long it would take me to get there, but there better be a stiff drink waiting for me. So I took their advice and I went home and I planned a trip to Jamaica. The only problem was, I planned it after our last class, not after graduation. So I didn't realize I'd have to do a presentation in front of the CEO and president of the company. So this is what I did. This is me cruising through the 7 habits of highly effective people on the beach in Jamaica. This is me at the pool bar. It's hard to see, but it's a 1-minute man. And my wife wouldn't take a picture of me on my laptop in my room when I put this presentation together, because I haven't done PowerPoint since 1998. But I finished it all with 2 hours left on the trip, so I took a plunge. I was going to try to convince Jeff Marquina that this was Navy SEAL training, but then I realized you could see everyone partying in the background. Conquer your fears. 35 feet. Cool experience. So really while we're here, pay it forward. Foundation starts with the people for me. Like Rand said, we're looking for Copt employees that are bright, likable, and responsible. And what I talked about most in all these classes is how Brad Freeman's stealing all my building tax. I'm sure my classmates are tired of hearing it. But I have to say, I'm sure glad that Rand decided to add a fourth characteristic: you got to be flexible. But I have to thank Brad because he taught me, don't focus on hiring these guys, focus on keeping these guys. You got to keep the good ones. You got to find them and keep them. So you got to pay it forward. It's not a typo. My idea is to pay it backward. I've set 4 professional goals for myself for this year. I'm going to make our associate property managers better APMs than I was. I made that the first one because that's the easiest one. I'm going to turn our chief building technicians into managers. As you know, the chiefs are the future of the company, and they now have the job of managing the eyes and the ears of the company. The building techs are out there with their tents every day. And I think all the property managers in the room would agree with me that at least a year ago, the chief techs are not the best motivators, but they're getting there. My third goal is to get the property assistants to the next level, whether they want to be an APM, a PM, property accountant, want to go to IT, or they just want to be a property assistant until they retire. My goal is to make them a property assistant level 4. My fourth and final is figure out how to get all the building technicians to train each other. Everyone knows we did a reorg and made 4 different levels of building techs, and after that I could see they started to look at each other as competition and weren't communicating. It's gotten a lot better in a year, but that's another goal of mine, the fourth and final, and I'll touch on that a little later. Why groom your successor? This is the quote that I took away from the 1-minute manager, and there's a couple different reasons. We heard it 1,000 times in the class. The industry won't stop changing. And of course, Copt won't stop adjusting to the industry. I came up with a little phrase: if you plateau, you die. going to take his job and didn't teach him all the ins and outs of being a president. That's what I love about Copt. Don't be afraid. Where will Copt be in 2031, 20 years from now? Another question we heard all the time. I asked all the building techs, what's the answer? Finally found one that I really liked. Not where we were in 2010. So we need to create environments that inspire success. We need to build our strengths to cover our weaknesses. We need to be creative, share your ideas and your pitfalls. Communicate, communicate, communicate. I think Copt can do a better job communicating different departments, which is what this class was all about, and even among the team. And lastly, accept change. I know Brad's going to keep stealing my BT3s, but I'll keep hiring BT4s. So where will Copt be in 2031? The answer's in this room. It's with the people. It's great people in Copt. We need to look to the future and communicate. So my last slide, and I'll end it with my building technician story of how I incorporated this while in the academy. I'll try to be brief over time. Key players, BT4. He's a new hire. He's uncleared. He's an HVAC service tech. We have a little saying at the park that he is fresh off the van. And that means he can fix anything HVAC, but you might not want to put him in front of a booze out partner. Second player is our BT2. He's a Copt vet. He's been here for years, so of course he thinks he's a BT3. But he's our customer service guru. The tenants absolutely love this guy, and he's cleared. So long story short, come up with this idea in the class, and I sit down with my chief. I'm like, we plan it out together. We bring in the BT4, and we tell them, we need your help. We're giving you a building, and you can't get into 50% of it. But we know you're awesome at HVAC. So we have another building technician, too, that is going to be your escort. Whenever you need to get into these tenant spaces, you need to call this guy. But we also need you to train him while you got him. So we kick him out and bring in the BT2. We need your help. We hired a new guy, fresh off the van. I think he can teach you a thing or two, but he doesn't have the customer service skills that you do. You need to teach him everything you can about dealing with the tenants. So that was our plan. We set them off, and it was amazing, the accomplishments that we saw and how they trained each other. And they were two guys that you really wouldn't think would gel, but they're pretty close. Just the other day I was driving by and they were both planting a tree. And I got that feeling when, like, the first day I saw my daughter. It was a cool feeling. But that's what it's all about. And that is my paying it back. Thank you.
Next up, we have April Fanati.